And I'm Naima Latif with the Media Connection TV, and we are here with Yvette Moho, who is publisher of the South Side Drive and CEO of the Quarry Event Center. Thank you so much, Yvette, for joining us today on the Media Connection TV.
Thank you so much, Naima. It's so wonderful to have you back here at the Quarry.
Yes, well, this is becoming a very popular hub in the South Shore community, and definitely today it's drawn quite a number of people. Tell us about what's happening here today.
Well, today they just made an announcement, community leaders just made an announcement that they're recruiting State Representative Sean Ford to run for mayor. So this is a call to him from the community that rented the Quarry and thought this would be a great location from which to launch a campaign to recruit LaShawn Ford to run for mayor.
Yes, well, he has definitely been a very powerful legislator, so it's a matter of if he chooses to make that step, and we appreciate his service.
Yes, has been quite dynamic. And we had a couple of other candidates, sort of announce their run from here at the Quarry. So we're very grateful that people realize that it's a Black-owned establishment and it's a place, a hub for the good news. The good news is that people are interested enough to be involved in the leadership of this city on many levels.
Yes, we've got some new developments happening in South Shore that has caught the attention of those who are making decisions about funding. Tell us about the new South Shore development.
Yes, well, as you know, the mayor has a program called Invest Southwest, and I think it was probably a growth out of the Neighborhood Opportunities Fund. The Quarry was a beneficiary of that, and we completed successfully some upgrades to this venue itself, the Quarry, right here on 75th Street in South Shore. But bigger development ideas are happening from one of our own, Mr. Leon Walker, who owns the DL3 Realty, who has built many developments throughout Chicago, including 63rd and Halsted, the development that had the Starbucks, the Whole Foods, the Oak Street Health. And so Leon Walker is that developer, and he recently is an Invest Southwest recipient. The city of Chicago is providing monies for developers to do better and to develop communities. And the next step from Invest Southwest, he was recently one of the finalists to receive what is called a $10 million Pritzker Award. And that is $10 million toward a development that's well over $50 million right here on 79th and Exchange, part of where I grew up. As you know, I grew up in South Shore, went to South Shore High School. I live right down the street from the Quarry, which our nonprofit purchased in 2018. And we've been developing this South Shore 75th Street corridor and on 79th Street, working with the New Nazareth Church on a lot of community programs. So we're extremely excited about what's coming to 79th and Exchange. It's called Thrive Exchange. That is the development.
Thrive Exchange,
and it will allow South Shore to thrive in the way that we had hoped when I returned to South Shore 10 years ago. I returned in 2012 to help my mom and realized that the strip, this corridor, had a bad reputation, 71st Street, 79th Street, just not enough opportunities for the residents. So we'll fast forward to our 8 years being here at the Quarry, 4 years of owning it. And so we use this issue of Southside Drive magazine, which we've been publishing here. We've been publishing it here at the Quarry since, well, actually, my first publishing concern was the South Shore publication.
Yeah.
Published right here from the Quarry, South Shore Current. Now, Southside Drive is a bigger way to serve the community. This particular special edition of Southside Drive, which has a subtitle Guide to the Good Life Chicago,
Ooh.
really is about DL3 Realty and what they're doing with 79th and Exchange and what the possibilities are for current residents that live right here to relocate, have their eye one day on a development like living on 79th and Exchange, which I think is like a 4 square block area of stores and developments, health centers, just all the things that we say a good community should offer in their plan that's included. And so we developed the whole issue of the magazine, and we called it South Shore, keeps its eyes on the prize, because we're the only South Side organization that is in the running for the $10 million
Wow.
prize. So it's very, very important. What $10 million does is accelerates the process for us to be able to see something. The developments take a long time, but this is DL3. This is one of their developments, also the Discover Center that used to
Wow.
be the Target on 87th Street. So they turned it into a Discover Center, lots of jobs being developed. This is the kind of work, gorgeous work that he does.
Wow.
In addition to the development that he's most known for, which is 63rd and Austin. Now, then Chicago Family Health Center is one of their partners. So this is very, very innovative opportunity for healthcare services. And this is a historic building here that'll be transformed once the Pritzker Prize is won. Again, the process will be accelerated for development. And so the goal is this is another Revere factor. These are people that are involved with housing and purchasing and development. And this is basically Black African Americans that are running most of this. And this is a piece in the magazine about the Pritzker Prize. We're in it to win it from South Shore. And you know my history here in South Shore family history goes back 58 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
I talk a little bit about it in my publisher's message about how my dad worked for the steel mills and the auto industry and how every man worked. I mean, there was not an unemployment statistic for South Shore. I mean, and for the South Side. And actually, when industry left, and industry was right here on 75th Street and 79th Street. Although it was light manufacturing, people worked. And if they wanted to do the heavy manufacturing, like my dad, who was a welder, they could go to the steel mills. They could go to U.S. Steel. They could go to UAW, become members of the Auto Workers Union, and work forever. So this is a wonderful piece by Karen Norrington Reeves, who is one of the chief workforce development innovators in the city of Chicago. She actually wrote this article about the workforce piece that will be included in South Shore. We haven't talked about South Shore being employed in a very long time. And people like Kareem here that joins us today, who's been part of our day camp and who's been a part of our magazine. Looking forward to more things happening, more opportunities in South Shore, right? And Kareem goes to Powell Elementary.
Wow.
Those students who have a relationship with us here at the Quarry will be able to hear more and learn more about this. The South Shore Chamber is very much aligned and involved. The Southeast Alliance of the Southeast, Real Men Charities has been a partner with them for some time. But they really talk about equitable development. What does it look like? And so there's a little bit about this where their executive director, Amalia, is really talking about what it looks like. And it looks like DL3 Realty has done all the preliminary work, all the grassroots work, to make sure that they're respectful to the current residents, and also looking forward to welcoming new businesses, new partners, and fair opportunities for employment, housing, and all the things that we care about to stay in South Shore and grow it.
So when it comes to winning the prize money,
Yes.
what kind of things can be done? Is it something that residents can lobby for, or how does that voting process
I
work?
always think that the more we know and the more that we speak about what we want, what we're worthy of getting, how long South Shore has been deprived of resources, and how much of disenfranchisement has happened. A lot of people, returning citizens, have not had an opportunity to work, to grow, to be trained, to be properly welcomed back into the community. Those, many of them are Black men who who really would be able to look at this as an opportunity. We have a low income segment of South Shore that we could grow, and we have very educated people that are just waiting to be able to welcome opportunity here. Yes. Yes, Maria, would you like to say something?
We can give some money to charity for kids, like give stuff to people, and they can give it to charity for people and stuff.
That's good. I like
Good
that.
idea.
That's a giving spirit. That's a
Absolutely.
giving
We
spirit.
can give stuff to homeless people too.
Homeless for sure.
Yes, yes.
And then you know what? And give them homes. And give them homes because
Yes.
one of the things in the article
I
it talks
agree.
about affordable housing and as well as low income housing. So affordable and low income housing is two different things. So affordable is for people like me who just want to work every day and we can pay for where we live, but we can't overpay and be forced out of the community. When new developers come, there's usually not a sensitivity to the people that have already been there. They build on us. In this way, this gentleman, DL3 Realty, is building with us. He surveyed the community, he's done all the right things, and he's created these partners that we are finding out more about every day. And so we're very excited about the whole development.
Wow, I'm certainly praying that that money come through. And a lot of people, they don't know the history of why South Shore suddenly was having trouble financially. They don't realize a whole industry left with all the jobs.
Yes. Steel industry, auto industry, light manufacturing.
Yes.
These are things that we want to be able to have our children and grandchildren gain the skills so they can support themselves and contribute. And you see, this young man is all about helping other people. You're looking forward. Say that again. We didn't hear you.
I'm looking forward to see this building on South Shore Drive.
Me too.
All right.
Right on
It looks like a
79th.
good place too.
Yes, it'll be fantastic. It's exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
It looks really good. We got lots of good stuff there. Plus, you get a market there.
It's got a market. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good place for people to go.
It's a good place for people to go.
Well, Kareem, I hope they listen to you because you're making a whole lot of sense. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for participating with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you, Yvette Moho. You've always been a dynamic woman that makes things happen. And I'm looking forward to more good news coming out of South Shore.
That's what it's all about. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank you. All right. And I'm Naima Latif with the Media Connection TV, and we'll see you next time.